What if I told you you could save time on your SBT builds, identify flaky tests, and have observability and analytics to help you troubleshoot build and test failures and build performance issues? That's what you get with Develocity when you use it with SBT. Using Develocity's build cache for SBT, you can save significant time on your builds. A build cache caches the results of the stages of your build. So if you don't change the inputs to the build, for example, the code or resources used by the build, you don't need to rerun that stage of the build. This project takes nearly 4 minutes to build and test normally, but with a build cache enabled, it only takes 12 seconds. But the benefits of Develocity aren't limited to just accelerating your build. Because Develocity collects information about your builds, you can use it to troubleshoot problems and anticipate issues. From the Develocity dashboard, for example, you can take a look at all of your SBT builds. You could drill into them if you want, but what's more interesting is some of the analytics. For example, in tests, we can see that we have flaky tests. We can even order our tests by how flaky they are. We can drill into a specific test. We can see which test methods are the most flaky. And we can drill in to see each time this test was run and how flaky it is. If we click on this, we get taken to the build scan for this test, which might help us troubleshoot the issue. The build scan shows you all the information about the build that was run. It gives you a summary. You can have a look at the console log, which is searchable. You can see any failures, including test failures. A timeline of the build, which gives you an idea of the performance of the build. Tests which were run, whether they passed or failed. Any custom values. Switches used for the build, and the infrastructure that ran the build. The build scan is an invaluable resource which can help you troubleshoot or reproduce problems with your builds. Connecting your project to Develocity is quite straightforward. It involves some changes in configuration files, making sure that you point the configuration to your Develocity server. There's a one-off step to configure authentication. And then when you run builds from that point on, you'll see there's a build scan for that build. Clicking on the link takes you to the build scan for that build. And from here, you can also get to the Develocity dashboard. This is just a small taste of what you can do when you use Develocity with your SBT builds. If you're curious, sign up for a trial or try out the free build scan service.